Okay, so let's go over how to shoot the best video of theater presentations with this DSLR camera. The first thing you got to remember is you have to stay in focus. Now, it's nearly impossible with a bunch of people floating around a theater stage to always stay in focus. So what we recommend is do whatever you can to keep that f-stop at f11 or higher. You're going to have more of the stage in focus from front to back. So set your f-stop at f11 by using either aperture priority mode or go into manual mode. And then you're going to have to adjust your ISO up, possibly higher, because remember, a higher f-stop lets in less light. So to get more light in, you might have to adjust your ISO up as needed. Practice getting a pre-measured focus. So what we do is have somebody stand on the stage and step back. Say if it's 20 feet from the front to the back of the stage, they'll be at the 5 to 7 foot mark, and we'll try to get a focus on them and even tape down that focus mark on our lens so it doesn't move. And by doing that, we'll have everything from the front of the back of the stage in focus, whether we're zooming in or pulling back. With the 5D Mark III, you're not going to be able to do that while recording, so you're going to have to wait till a break in the recording to make sure you use the magnifying glass and test. And that's why we like to get all that out of the way before the actual shoot starts. Don't be afraid to crop your images if needed in post-production. So you have a high-resolution image to begin with, so you can usually play with it in post-production and zoom in and not have any appreciable loss. Some people worry about this, but it really isn't much of a problem. And so I tend to shoot a little wider than I normally would at a theater performance, especially if there's a bunch of movement on stage, you're not sure to catch it all, and then spend a few minutes in post cropping where needed. I use a protective glass, a UV filter in front of my lens, but you get a little bit better, maybe 1 or 2% better quality if you actually take that off. And inside, it's pretty safe to do that, and especially inside if you want the clearest picture. During the performance, I take off that UV filter, and for safety purposes, I put it right back on after the performance. Now remember, video is very important, but audio is very important. Don't forget to check your audio levels and make sure they're not too low, and make sure they're not too high and thus distorting. When you don't want distortion, you can't take the distortion out. If it's a little low, you can always boost it, but if it's too high, you're pretty much in trouble. Thanks for watching part 1 of stage filming. Don't forget to watch part 2 of stage filming. And please, as a favor, subscribe to this channel. We also have up next a video you can watch here of the commercial we made for this particular performance, which is pretty cool. We put it out just using clips from the rehearsal.